Recently, I've been working with various companies and organizations who are starting to use our Appreciation at Work resources. Some of their team members have asked questions about common issues encountered at the beginning of the process. So I thought I'd answer them for any who are interested. Question 1. What do I do if I don't really know one of my team members very well yet? What's the best way to start to communicate appreciation to them? This may sound paradoxical, but if you don't know others on your team well, it's probably best that you not try to communicate appreciation to them, at least not yet. Why? Because if we're talking about communicating appreciation for them as a person, and you don't really know them very well at a personal level, then trying to show appreciation will almost always certainly feel weird to you, feel weird to them, possibly come across as fake or insincere, and miss the mark. So wait. First, go ahead and recognize positive actions they've done and tasks they've completed successfully. This is the appropriate time to recognize them for their performance. There's no good reason not to call attention to the quality work they're doing. But secondly, and just as importantly, start to get to know them at a more personal level, which I'm going to discuss in a moment. Question 2. What's a good way to begin communicating appreciation to my colleagues if I don't yet know what type of appreciation they prefer? Since as a management team, you're just starting the process of learning about the 5 languages of appreciation, and different teams are at various stages of engagement with the concepts, there's a good chance you don't yet know the ways that your colleagues prefer to be shown appreciation. Should you just wait to start communicating support until you have everyone's results? You could, but there's a better interim step to take. Given that most commonly preferred appreciation language is words of affirmation, and the likelihood of offending someone by communicating appreciation verbally is low, as long as it's done privately, this is a good place to start. But remember, vague general statements like "good job" tend not to be viewed as sincere and clearly are not very impactful. So be specific in your comment. Tell them what they did that you appreciate and why it's important to you, your team, or clientele. And don't forget, the message doesn't have to be delivered verbally. Delivering it via text or email can be equally meaningful and allows you to think through what you want to say more clearly. Question 3. What should I do if I really don't connect with one of my coworkers? Because we have really different personality styles or background, and I don't just get them. As you work with others, there are some colleagues that you click with easily, and there are others who are more difficult for you to connect with. A large part of this is related to a common background, similar interests, or life experiences, which make it easy to have touch points with that person. However, there are others with whom you work that seem fairly different from you, a different personality style, from a different culture or background, or who have significantly different interests than you. Connecting with, or even understanding these colleagues can be more challenging. So what can you do? First, acknowledge to yourself that we're pretty different, and affirm, and that's okay. Next, take some steps to get to know them better. Set up a time to talk one-on-one, in person, by phone, or video conference, whichever works logistically and is most comfortable initially. Ask them some questions. You can start by saying, I don't know much about you. Tell me about where you worked previously, where you grew up, where you went to school. But a caution, don't turn it into an interrogation. Share some about yourself as well, like what you did this weekend or what's going on with your kids. Obviously, honor personal boundaries. If they seem hesitant to share more specifics, don't keep digging further. But as you talk, listen for points of similarity and remember those for future conversations. Getting to know more about your colleagues personally lays a great foundation for growing in your understanding of and appreciation for them. Question 4. What's the best replacement of physical gestures in the virtual world. Like many aspects of work, communicating appreciation remotely often requires some creativity and adjustments. This is especially true for the appreciation language of appropriate physical touch. Obviously, the question becomes, how do you touch someone when you're working in different locations? In this case, the resulting action is really symbolic, trying to communicate a similar message but in a different way. Interestingly, research has recently shown that we respond at a deep level when we feel someone is glad to see us. We feel affirmed and valued. So, greeting someone enthusiastically with eye contact and a warm smile, along with a comment like, "Maria, I'm so glad to see you again," can be deeply impactful. Remember, using a person's name is a key part. While it isn't the same as a high five or a fist bump, a warm greeting can go a long way to communicate warmth and acceptance to your team members. Have a great day.